Hi everyone, welcome to this channel. Okay, now we are going to do this question. It's a very simple question. It's about parabola. Remember the previous video I did for parabola. So please watch that video. Then this question will be very easy. So look at here the diagram parabola. We can see that an equation of parabola is given, that is f of x is equal to minus bracket x minus 3 whole square plus 4, and you can see a straight line also there, that is h of x minus x plus 5, that is a straight line with a negative gradient, and 2 points are there, 1 0 and 5 0. They are the x-intercepts of parabola. That also we can see there. Then there is one more point, J 2 3. That also we can see that is a point of intersection of parabola with the given straight line. Then KML is parallel to y-axis. That also we can see that these two lines are parallel. Parallel means KML is perpendicular to x-axis. So these are the things given on the diagram. Now we can go to questions one by one. 5.1.1. Write down the coordinates of turning point of parabola. So we have to find the turning point, that is here, parabola. How do you find? Here it is very easy because the equation of parabola is given in turning point form. That is question number 5.1.1. 5.1.1. So the turning point form, I will write it here, general one, f of x is equal to, we discussed that one in the previous video, that is a times x minus p whole square plus q. This is the turning point form where pq is the turning point. Okay, now the given equation, let me write it here, that is f of x is equal to minus of x minus 3 whole square plus 4. Now what you have to do here is just compare these two. You know that PQ in the place of P, in the place of Q, the number that you see there in the given equation, that is going to be the turning point. So what is that in the place of P is 3 here, isn't it? And the place of Q, 4 here. So just write it down. So just inspection, you will get the answer, that is the turning point x value is 3 and y value is 4. This is the answer to the first question. You understand? Now we can move to question number 5.1.2. What is that? Write down the range of G. Since G is not given here, what is G? G is the reflection of F in the x-axis. So you are finding the range of another graph, not a range of F. A range of F is what? Look at the graph. This parabola is concave down or open down there, isn't it? So the range is the y value of the turning point. That is, just look at the diagram. See, that is going to be 4, isn't it? Then 4, then downwards, because range is the y value that we are reading from y-axis. So 4, then downward, which means minus infinity to 4. That is the range of f of x. But they don't want here, they want what? The range of G. So what is G? G is a reflection of f in the x-axis. Reflection. So see, look at here. Our parabola is like this. This is the x-axis. Okay. Then this graph, if you reflect about the x-axis, means this graph is going to be like this. Understand? So the given parabola, what is the turning point? 3, 4. So after the reflection, the turning point will be 3 minus 4, because a graph reflecting about the x-axis means y value become negative. Did you see that? And 4 become minus 4. So you are finding the range of the reflected graph, that is G. You understand? So the y value is starting from minus 4, isn't it? If it is the y-axis here, so minus 4 to infinity, that is the answer. So the range is going to be y value element starting from minus 4 to infinity. Minus 4 is also part of the graph, so I am using closed bracket, then infinity side is always open. This is how you have to get the answer. It's clear? Okay, now we can move to next question, that is 5.1.3. Okay, the question says, determine the average gradient of the curve between 2 points whose x values are given. Okay, what are the x values? 2 and 5. So average gradient, that is 5.1.3. Let me write 5.1.3. Average gradient. It's a very simple things to calculate. Average gradient. I think we discussed about average gradient in one of the previous videos. How do you calculate? It's same like a gradient, change in y by change in x, right? So here only, that is y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. We can use this formula. Here x1 and x2 are given, that is 2 and 5. You have to find the corresponding y value. Let me take each x value and substitute in the main formula, that is f of 2. Let me find the y value. F of 2 is going to be minus of bracket x become 2 minus 3 all square plus 4. So it's going to be minus 1 plus 4. So the answer is 3. So we got first point 2, then 3. Then next y value is f of 5. So the x value is given 5. Then I am doing the same thing what I did just now. That is minus of x value become 5 minus 3 all square plus 4. So it is going to be minus 2 square plus 4. So it's going to be 0. So this point is x value 5, y value 0. Now what you have to do, take these 2 points and you substitute in the formula. So it is going to be average gradient is equal to y2, that is 0 minus 3 divided by x2, that is 5 minus x1, 2. So the answer is minus 3 divided by 3. Answer is going to be minus 1. This is how we do this question. Is it clear? Now moving to next question, that is 5.1.4. 5.1.4. What is that? If OM is equal to 1 unit, determine the length of KL. Go to the diagram. OM is 1 unit, that is this distance, which means the coordinates of M is minus 1, 0. Is it clear? Okay, now you have to find the length of KL. Look at the line KL. Already it is given that KL is parallel to a y-axis. So KL is a vertical line. Vertical line's length, how do we calculate? Very easily we can calculate. That is the difference of y values of the end points. What are the end points? K and L, starting point and finishing point. If you know the y values, just take their difference, just subtract it. That is the length, isn't it? Because it's a vertical line. Since the y values are not given, we are using the equations of the graphs. That is, K is on straight line and L is on parabola. So KL is going to be, that is h of x. That is the equation of a straight line minus equation of parabola. That is f of x. That is KL. We can get an expression in terms of x for KL. So h of x is minus x plus 5 minus f of x. Let me use a bracket because more than one term is there. That is minus of x minus 3 all square plus 4. So it's going to be, KL is going to be minus x plus 5. Then when you open the bracket with the minus, so minus times minus is going to be plus. I'm not opening the bracket, I'm just leaving the bracket as it is. Then minus going to multiply with the plus 4, then it is going to be minus 4. That is KL. This is the expression of KL in terms of x. But here the x value, that is the x value of M, it is given. What is that? We got it, that one, that is minus 1. Here x is equal to minus 1. You know that. That is the x value of M. Just substitute here, you will get the length KL. So it's going to be, let me substitute in the place of x minus 1. That is minus bracket minus 1 plus 5 plus bracket minus 1 minus 3 whole square minus 4. When you simplify, you will straight away get the answer to this question. So it's going to be minus 1 is plus 1, plus 5, then minus 1 minus 3 is going to be minus 4, square it, plus 16, then minus 4. So when you do this one, the answer is going to be 18 units. That is going to be the answer. Now we are moving to the last question, that is 5.1.5. It's a very simple question. For which values of x, f of x is greater than h of x? From the graph you have to find. Go to the graph, look at the portion of f of x. What is f of x? Is parabola is greater or bigger than h of x. When you go to the graph, how do you think the portion where f of x above h of x? Bigger means above h of x. Did you see that portion? I will indicate here. All of you look at the diagram. See, this is the portion where f of the parabola is above straight line. All other portions parabola below straight line. So this is, you have to find the x value of this shaded portion. So x value here, look at here, it is given. J is x value. What is that? It is given in the question. 2 up until 5. This is the solution. Look at the diagram. This is the solution. Okay. So the x values from 2 to 5, we can see parabola above straight line. So how do you write that one? All the x values starting from 2 to 5. Then bracket, look at that in the question, there is no equal to given. So you have to use the bracket like this. If it was greater than or equal to, then you have to put close to bracket. Because there is no equal to, only greater than is given. So you have to use open bracket. Is it clear now? So we are done all the questions. So, this type of question you can expect from parabola. So is it clear? Now in my next video, you will see the basic things about a hyperbola. So just wait for my next video. Until that time, bye-bye.